Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this new video. First of all, I will never stop from thanking you for subscribing to my channel, for listening to my videos, for watching my videos. It really means a lot to me that you're all here and that I'm getting more views and more engagement, because like that's what I want. I want more people coming here, watching my video, listening to what I have to say, giving me their takes and their opinions. I think it's very important, and I'm here to create the online community. I want to have like groups of people being here discussing whatever is happening, and yeah, just sharing opinions, being friendly, because I think that creating communities and establishing communities is one of the most beautiful things that you can do on this earth. But nevertheless, today I want to welcome you to my new video. It will be on Kanye West, as you may see from the title, because, well, I mean, he is in a lot of trouble, I think, and he's in a lot of, like, I don't even know, he's like gone off the deep end. And what I want to do with this video is to like check on him. I did actually film this exact video a couple of days ago, but I don't know, I was filming in a hurry and I really want to refilm it properly and to see what my cars have to say. But basically, from that reading, what I've got is that Kanye, I was like asking for his mental state, and what I've got and I will be doing the same here. But from what I've got there is that Kanye is not like, he's not that crazy, regardless of if regardless of how it seems and what it seems. He's not that crazy. He is actually like quite calculated, but he's also frustrated because I don't think that he finds enough positive engagement as he like would like to. So in my opinion, he's more like he knows what he's doing, but he, I believe, assumed that the engagement from people would be better, and it isn't. Like, I mean, we all see that, like, even Kanye fans, they are in a very difficult spot defending him. It's really difficult, especially after what he said at Alex Jones' podcast. And I watched it, and to be honest, I mean, what he said was bad, but also I really don't think that he believes it. First of all, I think it's like he's doing it for the clout and for the hype, and I think he's doing it for the contrarian reasons, for the reasons like I don't want to be like anyone else, and like it's mostly that. But we'll see. So I want to see what is the mental state of Kanye West, just like mentally, where he's at, what's he thinking, like what are his ideas. I want to draw like 5 cards just to get like, that's how I did it the last time. It worked pretty well. Let's see. Well, yeah, the cards are different, not all of them, though. I did have the 4 swords cards first, and I had it the last time. So 4 swords in reverse signifies to me, first of all, that he's like really out there. He's really outgoing. He wants to go out there to the podcast, to the people, to the masses, and preach his ideas. He's not standing back. He's going to the foreground. With the Queen of Cups in reverse, I first of all, I do believe there's like a female figure in his life that, like, how to say, kind of hurt him, negatively affected him. It might be Kim. It might be Kim. Like, it's difficult though, because Kim is like, well, she's Libra, and Queen of Cups. It's usually like a water sign, but I don't think that like Kim could really fit the mold of the Queen of Cups, because like she's not that type. But still, I think it might be Kim, because Queen of Cups is like, she's all about emotions and art and like being out there, kind of like creating something, once again, like that has to do with art and fashion and like whatever. And Kim, she's like, she's a star. She's not a lawyer, she's not a doctor, she's a star. So yeah, with But also, I think no, I want to stay a little bit on that card. With Queen, oh my god, with Queen of Cups in reverse, I do think it might also signify his emotional state. So emotionally, I think he's like aloof and detached. I think he's kind of like cold. And I think that like he doesn't really want to get into his emotions right now in terms of like if he feels pain or if he feels like betrayal or anything. I don't think he really wants to go into that. I really don't think that he wants to go into that. And with King of Pentacles upright, I really think that right now he's more focused on like what he has to do, because like once again he's a believer in himself. He thinks that he's doing the right thing. So for him, more importantly than emotions, I think his desire to build his movement, his desire to be. I'm yawning. I don't really like it. I'm yawning, and well, I mean, it means, of course, that I'm doing the right thing, because like yawning is like energetical stuff, but also yawning, like it's always for me like it's a very heavy energy, and Kanye right now isn't a very heavy energy. But regardless, King of Pentacles is a builder. King of Pentacles is a creator, and King of Pentacles is like a person that's like out there like building his empire, or doing like whatever he deems necessary to do to build his future. And I think that Kanye sees himself as that figure right now. Even though we see that he's destroying a lot of stuff, his connections and stuff, he sees it as building, because I think he has higher goals in mind, which signified by the Judgment. I think that Kanye right now sees himself as this like prophetic figure that's bringing the new world. And I think for him personally, like in his personal life, he definitely sees it like, I'm on the verge of something. I am like crossing the threshold. I'm going into this new era, this new life, and I want to bring the world with me. With Ace of Wands, of course, first of all, it's like masculine energy, it's phallic symbol, so I think he really feels his masculinity right now. And like, I mean, he always felt his masculinity, but right now especially so. I can't help it. I'm so sorry, I cannot help it. But also with Ace of Wands, I think he's fired up. He is ready to fight for his beliefs. He is ready to fight for what he thinks is right. He's ready to fight for his ideals. And like he's charged up. He's like, and like he has this like this like torch of a new belief that he's trying to promote. I think that's what it is. So let's see more. I want to see more like what's going on inside his mind, what's going on inside the mind of Kanye West. Because like I think like we all kind of like, well, I wasn't like super shocked or super surprised by what's happening with him, but like still I think it's kind of like very interesting, and very like, I mean, it wasn't on my 2022 bingo, but a lot of things weren't on my 2022 bingo, like what's happening with Ukraine, or with what's happening with everything, you know. Like I think this year really showed us that like Roaring Twenties are back, and I'm not happy about it. Oh my goodness, the energy is so heavy. The energy is so heavy, because like first of all, I'm yawning, and I'm so very much sorry for that. But also I feel like hot and cold, you know. Like, you know, when you get in like a fever and you feel kind of hot, but also you're having like shivers. Like that's how I feel right now, and hopefully I'm not getting sick. Hopefully it's just like, yeah, you know. Yeah, some of the cards are repeating with the last reading that I had. but of course not all of them. So like Knight of Wands, of course I didn't have that card, but here I think it's kind of like Kanye in his mind, he's like really trying to go fast and go hard on like his beliefs and his opinions, and he is really like, well, I mean, we see it. He's out there promoting his stuff, being like this fervent, like I don't want to say any bad words, but like really he's really like fiery belief in himself really like pushes him forward towards like, you know, talking to people and spreading his ideas, whatever the ideas might be. Ten of Swords in reverse repeats, and I do think that like right now like he feels betrayed, yes, and I think he feels the pain from like everything. Like he believes that like the system failed him, like, you know, like media failed him, Twitter failed him, Kim Kardashian failed him, like everything failed him. But I think he's like seeing the new light. Ten of Swords in reverse, it's like always like you still feel the pain and you still feel bad, but you kind of like see the light. Well, here this like yellow line, it's like usually the light of the new day, and I think he's like finding the light, I guess, in the, well, in his beliefs or in himself. I mean, on that point, like you really just have to look into his actions to see what he's believing in. Two of Pentacles in reverse. I do think that like this situation, nevertheless, like how to say, it's like chaotic, and it's not like, we all know that Kanye is like the king of chaos, you know, with all of his stunts and whatever he was doing throughout the years. But still, even for him, I do believe it's a little bit like kind of a chaotic, and it's really not easy to control all of it. And like since it's Pentacles, like Pentacles is money and like resources. So for him, like Two of Pentacles in reverse, kind of like due to this chaos, he's losing money, and like he's aware of that, like, and we're all aware of that, like, you know, all these contracts and all of this, like what's happening with him. It's like, yeah, he lost like $2 billion or whatever, and he's aware of that. The thing is, oh my god, I'm so sorry, some noise. The thing is, if he really cares about it or not. So with Six of Cups in reverse, I think, and those two cards, I think they're like kind of like going in together, and like it's a like it's, and maybe even like Ten of Swords, I'm sorry too. Like, I mean, yeah, of course I'm judging card by card, but also they're all together working here. Okay, I'm gonna just put them all together. So like, what this like says me here, those cards, like the first and the last, kind of like Alpha and Omega, like he is refusing his past. He's like, okay, like in the past I was this and that, and I'm like, okay, I'm just like done with the past. Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups in reverse, like past is a past. We don't think about it, don't care about it, we move on, you know, let bygones be bygones. I'm now fighting for my new future with my new hope. Yes, I'm feeling hurt, and yes, like I did cause some chaos that's like hurting me or whatever, but I have this new idea, this new belief. I'm ready to fight for it regardless of the circumstances, and I think that is like what's really pushing him forward. So I just want to get some like cards regarding his like upcoming plans. What's he planning to do in the upcoming future? Because like I'm really interested, like what's he gonna do? Is he going to like, I don't know, continue to talk? Is he going to like go on other podcast? And just like, what is he planning to do? What is he planning to do? I really like presidential run for Kanye. So interesting. It's like he did this shit in 2020, I believe, and like, and then now he's trying the same thing. And from the Alex Jones podcast, what was interesting to me is that what is the noises? Oh god. What was interesting to me is that he was how do I say, he wasn't even talking about the presidential run, even though he was asked directly about it. He was like, I don't care about it, or like I don't want to talk about it. And he was mostly talking about like when I be in the office in 2024, but he wasn't talking about how he will get there. And when asked directly about the campaign and registration, he's like, well, I mean, I never mentioned that I'm going to do all of that. So like, is he trying to like, is he thinking that by praying to God he will be given the presidential nomination or whatever? Because like, I mean, sorry, that's not how it works. So, oh wow, all of these cards were in the last reading, and they were kind of like in response to like in the last reading, and I will be doing the same thing here. In the last reading, I asked about his companions being Nick Fuentes and Milo Yiannopoulos, and right now we know that Milo left his team and he's with Nick Fuentes now. Mostly, of course, there's like other people, but I'm sorry, there's like only like two famous people there. I mean, outside of it was like Milo and Nick, but now without Milo, it's only Nick. So all of these cards were there, like two of cups in reverse, three of wands in reverse, and three of swords in reverse. But like here, I was asking about his like immediate actions, and with two of cups in reverse, three of wands in reverse, and three of swords in reverse, I think that the departure of Milo really kind of hurt him, and it wasn't like something that he really wanted to have happen to his campaign and like his like entourage. So I think that like now he's kind of like recovering from that. Well, I mean, like two of cups, of course, it's like a broken relationship, you know, like just like partnership of her that fell through. Three of wands, it's like kind of like for me here, it's kind of like losing your sense of direction a little bit, you know, kind of like I don't think it's like grand, I don't think it's big, because like I think that Kanye is like really fervently believes in himself and his goal, but it's like a little bit like a small setback, because I'm like, if I were him, I would be like, well, this person kind of betrayed me and I trusted him, and like this happened, like what's going on, like why? Because like they seemed really close, so it's really interesting. With three of swords though in reverse, it's like, yeah, I mean, it was a setback and it's not what he wanted, but like he's recovering from that. And I think that like in the upcoming time, first of all, like I also have this like idea in my mind that has like he kind of like wants to like clear his ranks, you know, to like, okay, like we got Milo, but who else do we have who's like maybe not really loyal to me? What's going on? Like I live in an apartment block, of course, and like as you know, you have this like area that's like between the like floors, and you know, just that's a common area, and like I hear a lot of noise coming from there. Don't like it. I'm so sorry, but it's like so loud. So what are his upcoming actions? Because like I still want to see, okay, like he's like, I think, yeah, there will be like some of the like recovering from Milo situation. I think it's really kind of like I think it's more like it was like inconvenient, and it was like really like left a bad taste in everyone's mouth. So like I think he's kind of like recovering from that. Okay, two cards. But slow and steady wins the race, I think, with Knight of Pentacles upright and Strength upright. I think like, yeah, it's a minor setback. It's not ideal that it happened, but I think that mostly he's like still he believes in himself. He's continuing forward. He's pushing for for the he's pushing forward for like his campaign and his ideas and his like, you know, beliefs and whatever. So like, yeah, he's gonna go forward. So I will not be taking all of these cards back into my deck. I want to now see like what happened with Milo. Why was Milo, I don't know, let go from Kanye's campaign? What happened? Milo Yiannopoulos. Kanye's campaign. Oh my god, I have a lot of cards. Okay, you really want to be here. This card repeats too. I mean, like, I shuffle my cards, and of course this is like not the only reading that I'm doing readings in my life too, but so it's really interesting and really like fun to see when you have repeating cards in your readings, if you do like a reading of similar topic twice, because you're like, it's like a little proof to yourself that like, yeah, okay, this card flipped. Okay, go here. So I think I have enough. So with Eight of Swords in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the King of Wands in reverse, like, first of all, I think that like, how do I say, like, by letting Milo go, they wanted to, how do I put it, they wanted to find a way out. I think that Milo, in their eyes, was kind of like trapping them, or like causing them to be like in like one spot in one situation, not allowing them more like liberty or more like leeway as they wanted to. And like by letting Milo, like kind of like unbound your hands. With Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it's kind of like, I think that like having Milo there kind of like was sucking on their resources, and like I think that's like also like liberating thing, that like you have Milo there, and like he's taking up the resources like money or whatever that could be used for something else. And with King of Wands in reverse, I do think that like it's like a twofold situation. I think mostly King of Wands in reverse kind of like tells me that like this situation was influenced by Kanye. Like, of course it was his direct decision, and I think that Kanye was like, his ego was hurt, so there's like something regarding like maybe Milo did something, whatever, like that made Kanye feel like hurt, and he was like, no, you should go because like you're hurting my ego. Well, I mean, he wouldn't say that, but like that's effectively what it is, and what my cards say it is, and what I think it is. Of course, I don't know anything for sure, wasn't there. But like, once again, it's like hurt ego, yes, but also I think it's like, I do believe that they saw Milo, like they didn't see Milo as like a person who brought much to the table. He wasn't, because the King of Wands, this like card here represents like in a pride position. Of course, I'm talking about the reverse here. Pride, it's like a very strong-willed person, like a charismatic leader who's like really invested in something, and he's like ready to lead people towards realizing his ideas. In reverse, it's like, I think they saw that Milo lacked the fire that they needed, and that Milo maybe did not believe them to the extent that they wanted. Because at the end of the day, like I think that Milo was there for like his own reasons. So yeah, and like, I don't know, I just want some like closing remarks about maybe because maybe you just have something else to say about Kanye to me. I'll just like, this will be like just whatever cards just like flip, I'll just try to read them. I think it's like closing remarks. I just want to see what my cards have to say, because like to me, even like Kanye is such a difficult and heavy energy that like I don't even know what questions to ask. I just want to know what's happening with him, but like right now, kind of like we see what happened and we see what's happening, and I just want to see if my cards have any like closing remarks regarding Kanye. I really want like one more card, but if I won't have it, okay, I do have it. So like with Knight of Cups, with 10 of Cups in reverse, and Page of Swords in reverse, I do believe that Kanye is still hurt that he lost his family. And like, once again, having listened to Alex Jones' podcast with Kanye, I think that this question is really important for him still. He's really hurt from it still, and like, of course, like it might be his fault. Like, I really don't remember what was it all about, but I think with Knight of Cups, he's like, he still wants to go back to his family, and I think he thinks that, like, how to say, whatever ideas or like beliefs that he's bringing to the table in terms of like even like his public persona, not even like maybe in one-to-one conversations with Kim, I think he's like, I'm doing this for the better of our family. I really want to bring something good to us or to the family. But with Ten of Cups in reverse, it's like I mean, he won't be able to fix it. I don't think he will be able to fix it. The family is broken, and with the Page of Swords in reverse, it's kind of like, to me, it's simple as it's like, why? Because like Kanye, at the end of the day, he's a very like contrarian figure. He's a really difficult figure to be with, to deal with. He's like always trying to fight all of the windmills. He's always trying to go out there and say some stupid shit, and like it's really, even though he thinks of himself as being like a good person, like bringing something good, bringing good, like good energy even maybe, or like just like good beliefs, good ideas, I think in actuality how he is seen by the family is like this like very controversial, contrarian, difficult figure that's like not pleasant to be around. So yeah, I think the question of the family and his connection to his family, I think it's a very pressing question for him, that he really thinks a lot about. And once again, having listened to the podcast with Alex Jones, you really saw that, because like he was specifically mentioning like, well, I told him to not be like this, to like to pay more attention to the family and to not be on Instagram, like whatever, doing whatever, being this like model and like being nude all the time, like, kind of like, of course, like it's not direct quote, it's just like general idea of what he said about Kim and his family. But like, yeah, I think it's a very pressing question for him, but I do think that he's ready to go forward and continue his whatever fight he's having with the society or with himself. So this is all for today. I'm really happy to have you all here. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm really glad to have each one of you here. You all mean the world to me, and thank you so much for watching my video. If you have any ideas, any thoughts, anything, put it in the comments down below. Really important for me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!